Hey Martin,
Hey, Nina.
you are again, so we are meeting up for this little chat because you're coming back to Le Fou de Village to do a workshop in April, uh, starting the 18th of April, I think, for 10 days. So a very special workshop that is called Shit Happens. And tell me a little bit about the general idea behind this workshop for you. What motivates you to give it?
The motivation was because the voice said we are the only life form endowed with self-reflected consciousness to bring everything together that has to deal with consciousness. So the way the human body is formed, then we are on this planet, we are sleeping at night. We have to deal with all the other life forms, which is another expression of consciousness. And most of all, what self-reflected consciousness is all about and to work with. And for example, when we work with the 20 gates of fear, this is not about labeling gates. This is about, okay, to look behind because every fear is a filter of consciousness. It's a belief that's behind it. So a lot of interesting things.
So this is a workshop that will have several elements, and then what makes it maybe so special is this kind of that we are going out from the map and we are really going into the body. So the experiential side of the knowledge, in that sense, to test with it and to experiment is something that is part of it. Is there something? How do you see this? How will it be structured a little bit, the workshop in terms of that?
Yeah, we look at all of these different topics I just talked about, and basically then to see, okay, for every participant to step into your own energy field, to work with the carpet, with a large chart there, and then to see what shows up within you. And also, for example, when we would talk about the specific fear, let's say there's a fear in the Splenic Center. Okay, this is on paper, but the map is not the territory. And then to see, okay, but what happens in your body? Where is it? What's connected to? What's blocking you? What's helping you? All of the things that's something due to the experience with this work. It's something that there's always something showing up. Never ever, we never ever thought about it. Yeah,
Yeah. And
yeah.
it's maybe not only showing up in your body, it's also to be able to investigate how it shows up in one's mind, because there
And
are also the thoughts attached to it. Yeah.
yeah, and to see because mind and solar plex always working together. If I have a bad mind, I don't have a bad thought, I don't have a good feeling. So to see this, what I say, there's always a belief behind, and to be able to experience it and to be able to experience the change. If I change something, what happens in the physiology inside of me? How does it belong to specific aspects in my chart? And so that's something completely different and gives every participant the chance also after this and by this experience to have a different look at the body graph.
Mm. And you are kind of co-creating this workshop together with Nadège, who is a mental projector, who has been doing this, guiding people through their charts and stuff for already many years. And so this is you found that this collaboration is rich in that sense that you have been working together with her and seeing how talented she is in actually reflecting back in some ways and guiding people through their charts. Is there something that you want to say about her work in terms of?
Yeah, we just had a weekend here in Hamburg, and even with analysts who think they know everything. I'm sorry for that. So also a human design teacher, and to see there's always something in the underground. There's always something hidden. There's always something still working, and yeah, try to be seen, to be consciously that we are consciously aware about it, and to experience this process, what happens in such a session, what what could change the way you deal with yourself, you look at the world, all of that stuff, not by looking at a two-dimensional chart, but to experience the third dimension, which is your physiology. And this is the way she's doing it. It's incredible what shows up.
All right. So anyone who hasn't, who is interested in this workshop and still wants to sign up, it's still possible. It's not going to be a very big workshop, so there won't be very many places left because each person will get individual time. And the workshop's been structured in a way where there's a lot of space for the exploration part. But of course, it's not going to be a workshop with 30 people. It would not be possible. So the absolute max group size will be around 15 people. So just that you know what to expect in terms of group. So yeah, you can contact me for any kind of details. The details are available with the links below, and we are looking forward to seeing you there. And 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 looking forward to seeing you, Martin, because your workshops are always extremely, I mean, from the knowledge point of view, extremely impactful. And so I'm thirsty again, even for the knowledge part of this stuff. The exploration is always rich and incredible, but the knowledge part, the way you bring out your depth, your experience, the way you've been testing with this information, it's, I don't think any other teacher out there has the knowledge and the details of certain things that you have. I mean, they might have other stuff, but you are really unique in your exploration with the body, the biology, with health, with all this stuff. So yeah, we're looking forward to having you here, and see you very, very soon in about 2 months.
Great. I'm longing for.
Yes.
Bye and
Bye
thanks.
bye.